Have you ever wondered why millions of people willingly pay just for the privilege of shopping at a store? Think about that for a moment. Most retailers spend billions trying to attract customers through discounts, advertisements, and loyalty programs. Costco does something completely different. Before you can even buy your first product, you have to pay for a membership. And somehow, more than 140 million cardholders worldwide have decided it's worth it. Verify the latest figure before publishing. At first glance, Costco doesn't look like a premium shopping experience. There are no fancy displays, no expensive decorations, no endless aisles filled with thousands of brands. Instead, you're greeted by towering warehouse shelves, concrete floors, industrial lighting, and products stacked on shipping pallets. It feels more like a distribution center than a supermarket. Yet every day, thousands of shoppers walk out with overflowing carts, often spending far more than they originally planned. So what's the secret? How can a company famous for low prices become one of the most profitable retailers in the world? Is it the bulk discounts? The famous $1.50 hot dog and soda combo? Its private label Kirkland products? Or is there something much bigger happening behind the scenes? The truth is, Costco isn't just selling groceries. It isn't just selling televisions, furniture, or household essentials. It's selling trust. It's selling value. And most importantly, it's selling a business model so effective that retailers around the world have spent decades trying to copy it. From its membership strategy, to its carefully limited product selection, to the psychology hidden inside every warehouse. Nearly everything you see has been designed with one goal in mind: to keep customers coming back, again and again. By the end of this documentary, you'll understand why Costco makes billions of dollars every year, why its customers are among the most loyal in the retail industry, and why one of the simplest looking stores in the world is actually one of the smartest businesses ever built. Let's begin. To understand why Costco makes billions of dollars today, we have to go back more than 4 decades. The story doesn't begin with Costco. It begins with a simple idea, an idea that completely changed the retail industry. In 1976, an entrepreneur named Sol Price created a warehouse shopping concept called Price Club in San Diego, California. Instead of opening a beautiful supermarket, he opened a giant warehouse. Products stayed on shipping pallets. There were no expensive decorations, no fancy shelves, no unnecessary costs. Everything was designed to keep prices as low as possible. The idea was surprisingly simple: buy products in massive quantities, sell them with extremely small profit margins, and make money through volume instead of high markups. It was a revolutionary concept. Among the people who admired Sol Price's business philosophy was a young retail executive named Jim Senegal. Jim had worked under Sol Price for years. During that time, he learned one lesson that would shape the rest of his career: take care of your customers, and they'll keep coming back. But Jim believed the warehouse model could become even bigger. In 1983, he partnered with businessman Jeffrey Brotman. Together, they opened the very first Costco warehouse in Seattle, Washington. Unlike traditional supermarkets, Costco focused on one thing above everything else: delivering the best possible value. From the very beginning, the company refused to waste money on anything customers didn't truly need. No expensive interior design, no unnecessary advertising, no thousands of nearly identical products. Every dollar saved behind the scenes could be passed on to customers through lower prices. It was a risky strategy. Many experts believed shoppers wanted more choices, more attractive stores, and bigger product selections. But Costco believed something completely different. Customers didn't want more products. They wanted better prices. That simple belief became the foundation of one of the most successful retail companies in history. Within just a few years, Costco was expanding rapidly across the United States. More warehouses opened. Memberships grew. Sales increased year after year. And what started as a single warehouse in Seattle was slowly becoming a retail empire. But Costco's biggest breakthrough was still waiting. Because the real genius wasn't the warehouse. It wasn't even the low prices. It was the membership model. And that's exactly what changed everything. Imagine opening a business where millions of customers pay you before they buy a single product. It sounds almost too good to be true. But that's exactly what Costco has been doing for decades. While most retailers depend almost entirely on profits from product sales, Costco has a second source of income, one that's incredibly stable: Its membership program. Every customer who wants to shop at Costco must first purchase a membership. At first, that might seem like an obstacle. After all, why would anyone pay just for the right to enter a store? The answer is surprisingly simple. People believe they'll save far more money than the membership costs. The moment customers pay that annual fee, something interesting happens. Their mindset changes. Instead of asking, "Should I shop at Costco?" they begin asking, "How can I get the most value from my membership?" Without realizing it, they become far more likely to return. Again and again. This is one of the most powerful psychological principles in business. When people invest money up front, they naturally want to justify that decision. Every visit, every purchase, feels like they're getting closer to earning their money back. And the more often they shop, the more valuable the membership seems. This creates an incredibly loyal customer base. Many members renew year after year. Some families have been shopping at Costco for decades. That kind of loyalty is something most retailers can only dream about. But here's where the strategy becomes even smarter. Because Costco earns billions in sales, it doesn't need to make huge profits on every product. Instead, the company keeps product markups remarkably low. Customers notice the savings. They trust the prices, and that trust encourages them to buy even more. It's a cycle that keeps repeating itself. Low prices attract members. Members shop more often. Higher sales allow Costco to negotiate better deals with suppliers. Those savings are passed back to customers, which makes the membership even more valuable. The result? A business model that becomes stronger every single year. And that's why Costco's membership program isn't just another loyalty card. It's the engine that powers the entire company. But memberships alone don't explain everything. Because the next question is even more fascinating. How can Costco keep prices so low when almost every other retailer keeps raising theirs? The answer lies in one of the smartest pricing strategies in modern retail. Walk into almost any supermarket, and you'll find dozens of brands selling the exact same product. 20 different cereals, 15 brands of peanut butter, shelves packed with endless choices. At first, it feels like having more options is better. But Costco disagrees. Instead of offering thousands of similar products, Costco carefully selects only a small number of items in each category. Why? Because fewer choices mean bigger orders. And bigger orders mean stronger negotiating power. Imagine you're a supplier. One retailer wants to buy 5,000 bottles of your product. Costco wants to buy 500,000. Who do you think gets the better price? That's exactly how Costco works. By purchasing products in enormous quantities, the company negotiates prices that many competitors simply can't match. But Costco doesn't stop there. Most retailers add large markups to increase profits. Sometimes 30%, 40%, or even more. Costco takes a completely different approach. The company limits its markup on most products to surprisingly low levels. Instead of making a large profit from each individual sale, it focuses on selling more products to more people. Lower margins, higher volume. It's a simple formula, but executing it at Costco's scale is incredibly difficult. Every truck arriving at a warehouse, every pallet moved, every product displayed, has been carefully planned to reduce costs. Even the stores themselves are designed for efficiency. Concrete floors, industrial shelving, products displayed on shipping pallets, minimal decorations. None of this is an accident. Every dollar Costco doesn't spend on fancy displays can be used to lower prices. And customers notice. When shoppers consistently find better deals, they trust the brand. That trust becomes a powerful competitive advantage. But perhaps the smartest decision Costco ever made was creating its own private label brand, a brand that millions of customers now trust just as much, sometimes even more, than famous national brands. It's called Kirkland Signature, and it quietly became one of the biggest reasons behind Costco's incredible success. Imagine walking into Costco with a shopping list of just 5 items: milk, bread, eggs, paper towels, and toothpaste. Simple enough. But an hour later, you walk out with a television, a giant box of snacks, a new coffee maker, and somehow, you've spent over $300. How did that happen? Was it poor self-control? Or was it all part of the plan? The truth is, almost everything inside a Costco warehouse has been carefully designed to influence how customers shop. Unlike traditional supermarkets, Costco doesn't place products in the same location forever. Items frequently move around the warehouse. At first, this might seem inconvenient, but there's a reason behind it. If customers have to search for what they need, they'll walk past hundreds of other products along the way. And the more products they see, the more likely they are to make impulse purchases. This strategy is known as the treasure hunt experience. Every visit feels different. One week, you might discover a luxury coffee machine at an incredible price. The next week, it's gone forever. That's because Costco often stocks limited quantities of special products. Customers quickly learn an important lesson. If you see something you like, buy it now, because it might not be there tomorrow. That sense of urgency creates what psychologists call fear of missing out, or simply FOMO, and it's incredibly powerful. But Costco doesn't stop there. As you continue walking through the warehouse, something catches your attention. The smell of fresh pizza, roasted chicken, freshly baked cookies, and of course, the famous food court, perhaps the most iconic item of all, the $1.50 hot dog and soda combo. For decades, its price has barely changed, even as inflation pushed food prices higher around the world. At first, selling such a cheap meal seems like bad business, but it's actually brilliant. The hot dog isn't designed to make money. It's designed to strengthen trust. Customers begin to believe, if Costco offers this much value here, the rest of the store must offer great value too. That trust encourages people to spend far more on everything else. And then there are the free samples. A small bite of cheese, a sip of juice, a piece of chocolate. It feels like a simple act of generosity. But psychology tells us something different. When someone gives us something for free, we naturally feel more willing to give something back. Sometimes, that means buying the product. Other times, it simply means staying in the store longer. And the longer customers stay, the more they usually spend. Every aisle, every display, every sample, every product location has been designed to create one thing: a shopping experience that feels exciting, rewarding, and impossible to predict. It's not manipulation. It's smart retail design, and Costco has mastered it better than almost anyone else. But despite all these brilliant strategies, there was one decision that shocked the entire retail industry. Instead of cutting employee wages to increase profits, Costco did exactly the opposite. And that decision became one of its greatest competitive advantages. When most companies want to increase profits, they usually start by cutting costs. And one of the biggest costs for any retailer is its employees. Lower wages, fewer benefits, smaller teams. For many businesses, that's considered the fastest way to improve the bottom line. But Costco believed something completely different. Instead of paying employees as little as possible, Costco chose to invest in them. Higher wages, better healthcare benefits, retirement plans, paid vacation, career growth opportunities. To some business experts, it sounded like a terrible idea. Why spend more on employees when you could simply cut costs? Because Costco understood something that many companies ignored. Happy employees create happy customers. When workers feel respected, they're more motivated. They work harder. They stay with the company longer. And they provide better customer service. Walk into a Costco warehouse, and you'll often notice employees greeting customers with a smile, helping shoppers find products, or moving through busy aisles with confidence and efficiency. That isn't an accident. It's the result of a workplace where people actually want to stay. Compare that to many retailers, where employees leave after only a few months. High turnover creates constant problems. New workers must be hired. They need training. Mistakes increase. Customer service suffers. And all of that costs money. Costco avoided much of that problem. By keeping experienced employees, the company saved millions of dollars on recruiting and training. Experienced workers also operate more efficiently. They know the warehouse. They understand inventory. They solve problems faster. And they help customers with confidence. In other words, paying employees more actually reduced costs in the long run. It's a strategy that seems backwards. Spend more to save more. But for Costco, it worked. The company's employee loyalty became one of its biggest competitive advantage. Many workers have spent 10, 20, even 30 years with the company. That kind of loyalty is rare in modern retail. But Costco didn't build a billion-dollar empire with employees alone. The final piece of the puzzle is found in the numbers. Because when you combine loyal members, efficient warehouses, low prices, and motivated employees, you create a business that becomes incredibly difficult to compete with. And that's exactly what happened. From the outside, Costco looks like a simple warehouse. Concrete floors, steel shelves, bulk products. Nothing about it feels luxurious. But behind that simplicity is one of the most successful retail businesses ever created. Today, Costco operates hundreds of warehouses across multiple countries, serving millions of loyal members every year. Its annual revenue reaches into the hundreds of billions of dollars, making it one of the largest retailers on the planet. And it achieved that without relying on flashy advertising or huge profit margins. Instead, Costco focused on something far more valuable: trust. Every time a customer walks through those warehouse doors, they expect one thing: great value. And year after year, Costco delivers. That's why millions of members renew their memberships every year. Not because they have to, but because they want to. This level of customer loyalty is incredibly rare. It's something money alone can't buy. Costco also proved another important business lesson. Bigger profits don't always come from charging higher prices. Sometimes, the smartest strategy is earning a little less on each sale while selling a lot more. It's a lesson that many businesses still struggle to understand. Costco also challenged another common belief. Many companies think employees are just another expense. Costco treated them as an investment. And in return, the company gained loyal workers, better customer service, and a stronger reputation. Then there's the warehouse itself. No expensive decorations, no unnecessary luxury. Every decision has a purpose. Every dollar saved helps keep prices low, and those lower prices keep customers coming back. It's a cycle that's incredibly difficult for competitors to copy, because Costco isn't competing on just one advantage. It's combining dozens of smart strategies into one powerful business model: memberships, bulk buying, limited product selection, private label products, efficient warehouses, employee satisfaction, customer trust. Each strategy is effective on its own, but together, they create something extraordinary. Perhaps that's the biggest lesson of all. Great businesses rarely succeed because of one brilliant idea. They succeed because hundreds of smart decisions work together, year after year. So the next time you walk into a Costco warehouse and see those giant shopping carts, the towering shelves, and the famous food court, you'll know you're not just looking at a store. You're looking at one of the greatest business models ever built. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this documentary, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Business Decoded for more stories behind the world's biggest brands. Every week, we uncover the strategies, the psychology, and the business secrets that built the world's most successful companies. Until next time, stay curious and keep decoding success. When the first Costco warehouse opened in Seattle in 1983, very few people imagined what it would eventually become. What started as a single warehouse has grown into one of the world's largest retail companies. Today, Costco operates hundreds of warehouses across North America, Europe, Asia, and Australia, serving millions of loyal members every year. But expanding around the world wasn't easy. Every country has different shopping habits, different cultures, different suppliers, and different consumer expectations. Instead of changing its business model for every market, Costco focused on something universal: value. Whether a customer shops in the United States, Canada, Japan, South Korea, or the United Kingdom, the promise remains the same: high-quality products, low prices, and an exceptional shopping experience. That consistency has helped Costco build one of the strongest reputations in global retail. But success also brings new challenges. Online shopping has changed the way people buy almost everything. Companies like Amazon allow customers to order products with just a few clicks, without ever leaving home. So, how does a warehouse retailer compete in a digital world? Instead of abandoning its core strategy, Costco adapted. The company expanded its online shopping platform, improved delivery services, and continued investing in technology. At the same time, it never lost focus on what made the business successful in the first place: competitive prices, trusted products, and loyal members. Another major strength is Costco's financial discipline. Unlike many companies that chase short-term profits, Costco focuses on long-term relationships with customers, employees, and suppliers. That approach has helped the company remain stable, even during periods of economic uncertainty. As inflation rises and consumer spending changes, Many shoppers become even more careful with their money. That's exactly when Costco's value-focused business model becomes even more attractive. People don't just want low prices. They want confidence that they're getting the best value for every dollar they spend. And that's a promise Costco has built its reputation on for decades. The retail industry will continue to evolve. Technology will improve. Customer expectations will change. New competitors will emerge. But one thing is clear. Companies built on trust, efficiency, and long-term thinking often outlast those chasing quick profits. And Costco has proven that better than almost anyone. Costco's success isn't just about selling products. And it isn't just about low prices. It's about understanding people. For more than 4 decades, Costco has proven that the biggest businesses aren't always the ones that charge the highest prices. Sometimes, the greatest success comes from creating the greatest value. Think about everything we've uncovered. Instead of spending billions on advertising, Costco invested in customer trust. Instead of offering thousands of products, it carefully selected only the best. Instead of chasing massive profits on every sale, it focused on building long-term relationships. Instead of treating employees like an expense, it treated them like an investment. And instead of convincing customers to shop once, it created a system that keeps them coming back year after year. None of these decisions seemed extraordinary on their own, but together, they created one of the most powerful business models in modern history. So, what can entrepreneurs learn from Costco? Lesson 1. Make people trust your brand before asking them to spend money. Trust creates loyal customers. Lesson 2. Keep your business simple. Complexity often increases costs. Simplicity creates efficiency. Lesson 3. Think long-term. Quick profits may look attractive today, but lasting businesses are built over years, not months. Lesson 4. Take care of your employees. When your team succeeds, your customers notice the difference. And finally, never stop creating value. Because when customers genuinely believe they're getting more than they paid for, they'll keep coming back. Again and again. That's exactly what Costco has mastered. And that's why, decades after opening its very first warehouse, Costco continues to make billions. Not because it found a shortcut, but because it built a business people could trust. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this documentary, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Business Decoded for more deep dives into the world's biggest brands. Every week, we uncover the hidden strategies, the marketing secrets, and the untold stories behind the companies that change the world. Until next time, stay curious, keep learning, and keep decoding success. Before you go, take just 1 second to subscribe. It helps us create more research-backed videos exposing hidden ingredients and recommending safer alternatives. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who deserves to know this information. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.